What we'll do now is we'll do a live scan and kind of show you how it works in the application itself. So let's dive in. First things first, simply tap anywhere on the screen to start the inspection. The first thing is we want to identify the vehicle we're actually inspecting. We do this here via the license plate or the VIN. And we can also configure this, of course, if you need any additional information in here. We've got this blue box here, which symbolizes our scanner. And I'll just open that up by tapping on the blue box.
Yep.
Now a kind of a blue rectangle appears, and I'll have to just align that. I'll just move across here like that, like so. And then I'll just hold that towards the license plate and it quickly captures that information. If you need to edit that, just tap into the field. Now we'll do the same for the VIN. Tap on that blue icon again, and now we move to the car to capture the VIN. I'll just move in a bit to capture that information. It needs a moment to focus. There we are. If you need to edit this, again, just tap into the field. Next, we continue with the blue continue button again. And now we've got sort of this mock-up of a car. We've got 4 different boxes for each of the tires: left front, left rear, right rear. I can tap anywhere into the field to start scanning one of those tires. I'll start with the left front here. Now a blue box appears, which we need to now align with the tire. So as you can see, okay, that this is not a good angle. I'll just kind of move out a bit. And what's important, that I'm not shooting the photo from too much of an angle above or below. So this, for example, would not be a good angle. I need to crouch down and make sure that I'm on eye level with the tire itself. And also make sure not to be too low. Really get kind of a, as if you were kind of, you know, romantically locking eyes with the tire. And then try to get the whole tire in there. This, for example, would be too close, as we're kind of cutting off a bit of the tire at the bottom and at the top here. So let's just move out a bit. Now I can see the whole tire in the blue box. And let's just capture that here. Now, what's happening in the background is it's uploading this photo to our cloud and getting us the tire size, the tire make, and the tire model, which again I can edit if needed in these fields, and we've got some automatic presets for all the models here as well. If you need to put in any more information, you can simply add them as needed. And then we continue. For the next part, for the tread scan, you'll notice it's automatically opened up our flashlight, so no need to do anything here. The only thing we need to do is make sure that our phone is not in portrait orientation mode. Because I'm just going to rotate the device horizontally, as so, to open up the camera. Now I'm going to kind of go towards the tire itself and show you how the scan is actually done. So you can see this gray grid here, which that's the first thing, is we want to position our phone correctly. I've already got it aligned now, and as you can see, I'm kind of in the right distance. Now it's telling me that I'm too far away. If I move too close, it'll also tell me by vibrating and also showing me a symbol to move out a bit. 2 things that are important. As you can see here, I've already got a bit of the chassis in here, so I have to move in a bit. Well, actually, I'll move down. And it's important that you really just get the tires we can see here, and that you don't get too much of the gravel, or too much of the chassis. So really make sure that you've only got the tire in view, and that you're in a nice distance. I like moving it around a bit to make sure that I have a bit of bit of leeway when starting the scan. And I've now aligned it. I'm kind of in an, sort of a same angle with the phone as the curvature of the tire. And then I just tap to start. And then I slowly move across in basically a straight line until I'm at the end. And it'll notify me that the scan has been done by a quick vibration, and I can also see that the flashlight is off. It's going to process the information in the background for us, as you can see here. And whilst this is actually happening, we can move to the next tire. And as you can see, it's already given me that information here. So I'll just move to the next tire. Simply copy the information. If you want to, you can also capture a new if needed, or if you want to capture the rim and all those things. So I'll just capture, copy, and continue with the next tire. Same thing. I crouch down, make sure I'm in the right distance. There we are. I can only see the tire, nothing else. I've got the grey overlay here on the shoulder. Simply tap, and then again I move across quite slowly, and that's it. And if you notice that you're too far or too close whilst you're doing the scan, you can of course adjust a bit, so that's no problem. And now we'll move to the next tire, the right rear. Tap again, copy, continue, and we go again. So yeah, really make use of that vibration and the information on the screen to make sure that you're in a good distance to the tire, and make sure that you're aligned before you start the scan. So don't tap and then align with the tire. Align the phone with the tire and then start, and simply move across in a straight line, and that's it. And we'll do the same for the right front. Again, tap on the screen, copy, and we finish the scan. As you saw, it's quite a quick process actually. This was all done live, so the time it's taking me, of course, will be similar to what it'll take you. Maybe it'll take you a bit longer, just because of the learning effect. Let me just align this here. There we are. Then I tap, I move across, and that's it. And now it's processing all of that information for us. As you can see, we've got a bit of a variance here between the front tires and the back tires, which is already good information to have. And we can see, those are quite similar in sort of the tread measurements as well as the back ones. I now tap on Finish Inspection to pull all of this information into a PDF report, which you can simply download by tapping Download Report. And now I can send it to myself via mail, any sort of messenger that you've got on your phone. And we'll just have a quick look at the report here in the browser. And as you can see, we've got the photo of the sidewall. So if you take 4 photos, it'll show you all 4 of those. In case of any rim damages that you want to document to your customer. It'll also give us some recommendations around the tread. And as you can see here, it also gives you a nice view of the treadway itself with kind of that visualization there. And yeah, send that to your customer, tell them to change the tires, and hopefully make some extra tire sales, or even maybe a wheel alignment, depending on the recommendations that automatically come in the application.